What's up, my PT peeps? One Eye Bri back to talk about The Walking Dead and do a discussion about if we will see the Holly death on the TV show. Spoiler warning if you don't know what the Holly death is, the comics, the show, and some news about Season 7, Episode 16. And I don't want to ruin it for you if you don't want to know. Now, for those who don't know, Holly is a character from the comics and the TV show. On the TV show, this is where we saw Holly. She's on the gurney with Denise, Tara, and Eugene there. Holly dies in JSS Season 6. She doesn't make it out of the episode. She really has a minor role. This is really her only role. She's mentioned before, like once or twice, but not really anything comes about with the character. Denise tries to save her. She's unsuccessful, but Holly dies. Very different than the comic book. But the Holly death is from the comics, and that might be transferred to a different character. Let's talk about that. This is Holly in the comics. Well, zombie Holly, not the actual character when she's alive. They basically put a bag over her head after she tries to attack the Saviors. You see Negan. Don't know if that's supposed to be Simon or another Savior, but that's zombified Holly with the bag over her head. Denise takes the bag off, not knowing that she's a walker. They hide it pretty well. They did it on the Fear the Walking Dead. We'll show that to you, so that might take place of it. We're just not sure yet. Denise takes the bag off her head, gets bitten, and Denise gone. Holly is used as a weaponized walker. Good tactic for sure, but Denise and Holly are both taken out. Now, Denise, we know from the show, is different altogether. She's not alive. She didn't make it out of Season 6. She got the Abraham death. So they are switching things up, which makes us think, are they going to do the Holly death or not? Let's talk about it. Well, this is a discussion, so I want to hear from you. In the comics, we got this. It starts kind of the attack with Negan, and you see the Holly death causes chaos. Rick's looking on, and it's chaos. Heath runs after Denise, who Heath is with Denise in the comic, unlike the show, who Tara was with Denise. They changed that a lot. But Heath is very different than in the show. He's just non-existent on the show. He was in one episode so far of Season 7. He probably won't be around, or maybe he comes back around that episode. We just don't know. But basically, Holly gets captured as she takes out Rick with a knee to the gut, hops in a car, and then crashes into the sanctuary, trying to take out some Saviors and kill Negan, but it doesn't, to avenge Abraham. And she is unsuccessful, let's just say that. And then we don't see her die, but she does die, obviously. Now, like I said before, they did the bag over the head of a walker on Fear the Walking Dead with Madison, who killed the guy on the boat. They were going to swap for Travis, I believe, and that's a walker underneath the bag. They try to switch the two for an even trade, and that's the Holly kind of death. That just kind of how it is. Even though it's just a trade, it's not starting any war between these people. The guy ends up biting the guy in the blue shirt and whatever, so that's kind of our Holly death on the show, right? But we made another video about the Holly death for Sasha, who everyone thinks it's going to be Sasha. The main people that people think it's going to be Sasha, Tara, possibly Rosita, and maybe even Carol, as she might avenge, what has happened to there. She commits suicide in the comics, so the people are thinking that. Sasha, Sonequa Martin Green, is cast in the new Star Trek show, so we don't think she's going to make it out of Season 7. She'll make it to the finale, but not make it into Season 8. Sasha is a candidate for this type of death, but we'll talk about that in a second if they will replicate it or not. Tara, like we said, is an option for that. Even though I think they're giving Tara a bigger storyline, I just don't know which character she is because I just don't get the feel of what they're trying to do with Tara. Olivia, can't be her, right? She was taken out by a rat, So we'll see who it actually could be. Rosita, like I said, Rosita and Tara are logical choices. But if you think about it, if Sasha had the bag over her head, who would take the bag off and who would she bite? That would be the same thing. Rosita is a possible person for that. But I don't think they will replicate the Holly death exactly, and here's from the Spoiling Dead fans. We heard multiple versions of how Sasha's death supposedly goes down. However, there's a common theme of Sasha sacrificing herself in a failed attempt to take out Negan. Once we feel more confident in which version actually plays out on the show, we will provide those details. In addition, we have also heard rumors that Michael Cutlass was sneaky, and actually came back to film scenes for the finale. We think they might be some kind of dream sequence or flashback that has something to do with Sasha's death scene. I'm seeing a lot of people saying that Sasha is taking Holly's death. The version we are leaning more towards being accurate is not Holly's death from the comics. You could maybe call it a remix, but it's still considerably different. So that's the early report of the Season 6, Episode 16 news about Sasha. Sounds like she doesn't make it out of the episode and doesn't make it to Season 8. But it's pretty cool if Michael Cutlass came back to do some flashback stuff and to film that. Really cool, really awesome, and I really hope that's true because I like Michael Cutlass and I would like to see some flashback stuff. So it sounds like if it's true, we lost Abe and Glenn and we're going to lose Sasha in the finale. But it's a different kind of death than the Sasha death, even though it's like an attempt for her to take out Negan that is unsuccessful. Is probably the only similarities. No bag, no biting anyone else, no one else dies, is what it sounds like. And the information could be wrong, but we'll see. Supposedly, it's what the latest information is about Sasha and her supposed death. You see there Negan saying an attack, which could be the start of the war for Season 8, because again, that information is Season 7. Episode 16. So there you go, guys. Rise up. Can't wait. What do you think about the Holly death? Will it happen? Will it not happen? Is it a remix? Is it Sasha or someone else? Let us know what you think. And as always, thank you for watching, and you guys are awesome.